Alright, today's exercise of the week, we're going to concentrate on the flutter kick with some modifications and progressions. Flutter kick number one, you have to remove the pin so the pulley can move freely. Take the pin out, put it in storage position, and we're going to have to open up the handles a little bit to accommodate for our feet. And what we do is we get into position. Remember, the handles are adjustable, so what we want you to do, once you get them onto your feet, slide them down a little bit so they're a little bit more snug on your foot, and that's going to feel a lot more secure throughout your movement. So, tighten that one on. That foot is nice and snug. Now you can start this position on your elbows, which is going to be the easiest way to do it, or you can go into the push-up position, arms locked out, nice scapular retraction, nice and stable throughout the shoulders and hips, and you can do it from that position. So we'll start out the easiest, then we'll modify it to the hands, to the push-up, and then we'll go into the progressions. So you can lay straight down, elbows and hands flat, palms on the ground, hips up, don't sag, and don't lift them up too high. We want a nice, neutral spine. Keep that tension from your rib cage to your belly button, so you want to shrink that gap and close it in so you're nice and strong in the core and in your abs and hips. And all we're going to do is slightly move. It's about a 6 to 8 inch movement, nice and stable, breathing. And if we want to make that more difficult, we go into the push-up position, not rounded here, let those shoulders, those scaps drop back, keep them nice and straight, and go from there. Make sure to always breathe, and don't make this a sloppy movement. We want to make sure glutes are engaged, lower back's engaged, your abs and core, shoulders are in good position, and you're keeping a nice small movement and breathing throughout that movement. Do that for intervals of 30 to 45 seconds with a 10-second break. Now we're going to move on to some of the progressions. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a progression of the flutter kick, where we're going to take two exercises, the flutter kick and the V-up, or the pike, and add them together. Now what this is going to make happen is, number one, you're going to have all your body working as one. So you're really going to need to have coordination and timing with this. So we get our feet in. This is not just about strength, but about motor skills and coordination. So I'm going to start off in the handstand, in the push-up position to do this, because I like it, or I prefer it more. You can also do it on your elbows. So what we're going to do is get into position, and we're going to start the flutter kick. And as we get our tempo in the flutter kick, we're going to raise up. Never stopping the flutter kick. So we're going to keep it all working throughout the whole movement. Now we're going to go into a more advanced progression of the flutter kick with the inverted push-up. Now be very careful when walking yourself back into this position. Make sure that you're stable, because the pulley is open and will allow your body to sway sideways. So we have to stay very strong in the core, but we also have to be very strong in our base position so that we don't fall sideways. So once again, I'm going to secure my feet. And from here, I'm going to plank straight out into this push-up position. I'm going to walk myself out, and from here, I can either go with a wide kick, or I can go with flutters. Either way. And then if you want to modify that, you can go into push, press. And then coming back into position, lower your knees in, walk forward, and safely remove yourself.